3 points, another 3 points on the board, still unbeaten this season. It probably wasn't the best of games, and you'll play a lot better than that this season, but it's another win. It's
another win. It's another win early on in the season, when you know you're trying to kind of set your stall out of where you want to be in the league table, and you know at this early point it's about getting those points on the board, and we've managed to dig in again and managed to get over the line and get the 3 points.
It seemed to take a while to get going. Indeed, probably you know the sending off was probably the shot in the arm that caused your team to get going, really.
Yeah, I mean when you actually look back, we had within 30 seconds Sam Warburton had found himself at the byline, cut one back, we got the corner. You know, then Warburton puts a great ball right across the front of the goal that nobody gets on the end of. Elliot Sandy has a shot down low to the left, Ben Bradshaw has a shot down low to the left. All within the first kind of 15-20 minutes, we were well on top of the game and creating a few chances. I think the tempo of the game maybe was a bit slower than we would have liked, but the heat today would have played a part of that. But then, yeah, we kind of got a bit sluggish in the middle of the second half, and then the goal we lose is really poor again. You know, you've got to set your stall out with clean sheets, and we never quite got it again because it's a silly. It's not a mistake, but it's a silly error from our point of view. And you know, if we can keep cutting the errors out like we have been better and we're getting better, then we'll always get chances, because we've got enough players in this team here that can go and create anything from nothing, and that will pull something out the bag for us, and that's what they've done for us today.
Jake Bettles, it's not the first time he's done this for you, is it? You know, I'm guessing it's a bit of a conundrum for you, because you know when you bring him off the bench, he really causes teams problems, and maybe not so much when he starts. You know, you don't want to tag anyone with the super sub tag, but he's certainly that for you sometimes.
The big thing for me is the squad. You know, if you've got a player with Jake Bettles' ability that's coming off the bench and showing that kind of hunger and determination to want to do it, that, you know, he does it from the start of games, he does it when he comes on, and that's what you ask for from him. And it might be that when he's coming on he's fresher, you know, because he's a very fit boy, and he's the pressure that he puts on people on heavy legs, it suits him. You know, it suits him to be able to put people under pressure and pull away with that bit of pace that he's got, and that's exactly what he's done today, and he's done it many times. You know, and yeah, you don't want to label him to be a super sub, but I think you'd rather be a super sub than a you know, you don't even go on because you don't contribute. So you know, he contributes a lot for the team, and you know, he keeps just knocking on that door saying, well, there you are, there's another one, and it's a good headache to have.
What about this statistic? You've had 5 games this season, and there's been 6 players sent off against you, and no team yet has finished a game with 11 men on the pitch. What's all that about?
If you try and kind of read into it, I think, you know, teams, we are a big hitter. You know, we're not going to beat around the bush. We are a big hitter in this league, and I think teams, when it gets, you know, because when it gets a bit kind of rough and tumble, I think teams might have a bit of a game plan to not leave a bit on, but you know, get in amongst us and try and ruffle us up, and to be honest with you, our boys are dealing with that brilliantly. I don't think there's been a sending off yet that wasn't a sending off. You know, they've left dirty tackles in on our players, they've 2-footed tackles, there's punches to the face, because they're getting agitated and wanting it so much against us that they're going over the top, and it's you know, it's against the rules of football that, you know, there's not, like I said, there's not been a red yet that hasn't been worth the card that it was. So yeah, it's obviously a bit of a freak thing that it's happened so many times in a row, but I think the only way I can look at it is teams are wanting to try and upset us by getting in our faces and leave the boot in a bit, and fair play to the referees, because they've noticed it and they've done something about it.
And from that point of view as well, your players, you know, you touched on it, but your players have got to show the discipline as well and not get involved. You know, I think Connor Kent is probably a good example of it, because you know, he's obviously got a little bit about him. You know, that's his game and everything like that. But you know, and I saw you having a quiet word with him at one stage as well. But just for all of them, if they maintain their discipline, then they're going to be all right.
Exactly, because people are going to try and wind us up. People are going to try and, I mean, you see it umpteen times again here today. 4-5-1, 5-4-1 against us, sitting off, hoping for a lucky goal, and then you know that gets a lot through the legs, and our boys have just got to be patient. You know, if it's 0-0 or 1-0 down, or a man sent off, because they're going to get tired, they're going to get frustrated, they're going to leave the boot in on us, and we've just got to be above it. We've got to be able to rise above anything that happens, and we've got to be able to show what kind of football players we are, because you're not going to go and challenge for championships if you're going to be ill-disciplined. You've got to have that control. And you mentioned Conor Kennedy there. You know, probably this time last year he might have got sent off in a game like that. So you know, he is managing to keep the aggression within the game, but control it, which is brilliant. That's a massive improvement for me, and the other boys have got to come on the back of that as well.